Hello. I'm just gonna turn this fan off. Give me a second because I did not prepare correctly for this video. I'm a genius. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully that should be less background noise and make it bearable. I still have one fan going because my apartment sucks and I need all the air I can get. It is 5:35 in the morning and I'm so goddamn addicted to this server that all I could think about while trying to fall asleep for the past 3 hours was making content. And I'm not even that motivated person to make a bunch of content. But I noticed that everybody playing MCCIsland closed beta, well, first off, they're mostly wonderful people, and I love every second of it. Second off, to the majority, and well, this is mostly probably true, the majority of people playing, they consider BattleBox and Sky Battle, and honestly, I would totally agree. Is why I say I believe it, are the most sweaty game modes, and I can guarantee that. While HoleInTheWall, they would say, is definitely the least sweaty game mode. And people believe that, well, as is always true with games like these and game modes like these, with Among Us and stuff, that while it can be done competitively, there's no real reason to do so, because you're solo and you're not really competing against anybody but yourself and your ability to have fun. But, for those who want to learn, and well, I got the hang of it in 4 days less so of all this cool extra stuff. I'm going to be putting out this tips and tricks video. I've got 20 different points jotted up beside me on my phone that I'm using to look at in between games, or well, actually just between games, and we're going to just queue into a game. So, first off, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really exactly organize this list from like most needed to not most needed, but I did mark some things as optional and some things as just motivational. Alright, so we're going to go with number 1, spacing and movement. Now, I am totally not awake as I have like kind of dozed off and have definitely lost 90% of my applicable skill. But I'm using this perfectly as a test because not obviously nobody here watching this video, or mostly nobody here watching this video, is already a god at doing this stuff. And so therefore, me having a warm up, I wouldn't consider myself a god by any means, because I'm on a crappy laptop, hunched over a crappy box on my bed with a horrible posture. And this is exactly what I have to do to record things. But I figured it'd be an accurate display. So once I get into a game here, I can explain all about spacing and movement. Here we are here. So you can see me jumping around. Hopefully it's not lagging too badly. If it is, God, I don't want to post this video, but we're going to have to go with it. So you can see where I'm jumping, right? Stay and position yourself around the middle. This is normally pretty true, right? But spacing and jumping is everything. If you want to be good at parkour, you have to learn spacing and jumping. And what this is basically glorified RNGesus parkour. As you can see, you can kind of just stay here. Number 2, being always go for the hard jumps. So, how else are you going to get better at these so-called impossible jumps if you don't practice them, right? We've got a wall coming up here. So instead of standing there, I'm going to jump it. And, oh boy, I'm almost dead because I have not warmed up. I tried to do the 180 forward surfing like I did in a montage already. But always go for the hard jumps. How are you going to warm up and get that reaction time speed up and quicken up the par if you're not going for them hard jumps, you know? Number 3, what do we got here? Stay active, stay moving. Okay, this is pretty damn true. I know a future tip. I'm just gonna punch somebody real quick because I can't think two things at the same time. See, I'm bad. See, I'm just bad. I'm bad. But that's why you always stay active and moving. If you stand still, especially late game, that's not gonna get you anywhere. It's not gonna get you anywhere unless you know other positioning skills. Let's queue into another game here. Awful gameplay by me, but hey, that's okay. If you want good gameplay, just click any other hole-in-the-wall video I've uploaded so far. After this. This is very important. Stay active, stay moving. The best part about this is that, for example, zombies spawn. And they don't immediately spawn, they spawn immediately aggro to you, but they don't immediately spawn after you. This gives you time to position yourself away from the zombies, or to knock certain zombies away, and keep your eyes on the walls that are coming up. And obviously, if you're just going to stand still in this game mode, I just really wouldn't recommend it. As standing still in this game is pretty much your death. So that's why it's very high up on this list. And you'll see that in probably all the games I've posted and all the games I'm going to be playing in this, right? So, reminder to mind the bad gameplay, but hey, like I said, this is probably about average for a lot of people. At first, anyways. Number 5. Number 4, sorry. F5? I don't need it. This is a personal preference. I don't need F5, and my stupid laptop is so bad that I let the press function F5 just to use it. I'm sure there are keybinds I can get away with using on my mouse, but I haven't had to use it for 3 years, and therefore I will not use it. I don't need it. It's not something I can readily get available to. Now, in certain game modes like high intensity, sky battle, where you want to check your surroundings real quick, yeah, sure, F5 is great. Here, common belief is that F5 is totally needed to see all the walls around you, but if you position yourself correctly, you're aware of how to spot most fake walls mid to late game, and you always stay to the polar opposite corner of where these walls spawn into first, you just won't need F5. Oh god, no, please, oh my god, okay, cool, thanks. That's a future tip. I'll let you know now, it's complete RNG and it's not fun. I mean, well, it's not fun when you're trying to get really good, alright? It can be disheartening to come forth when they get knocked off by slimes and immediately die because they spawn and aggro you. But that's a story for, well, later in this video, alright? Oh, I'm not paying attention, Number 5, well, I can read this quick. FOV Nut. Now, you may see that my FOV is incredibly high right now. It's actually at 100. But, you see, I used to play a lot higher than this, so maybe this is why speed shoot doesn't hurt me that much. I used to moderate a server, long story short, the client I used allowed for FOV to go up to 130 when, and so I played at 115, but I also always had some sort of speed active and a toggleable speed up to speed 3 when using it, so I'm just, I don't know, I guess I'm built different, but you probably shouldn't have to do that to yourself. But the point is, if you can get a higher FOV on, you'll technically be able to see everything, right? You'll be able to see a lot more. See, these guys didn't spawn instantly aggro to me. It's a thing I'm going to go up to later. It's a point I'm going to get to later, basically. But, I nearly jumped off the edge. We got number 6, fake wall spotting. Okay, this is perfect for this time. I had a feeling it was a fake wall, but I couldn't really see much, and I'm dead because slime. So, let's just watch this gameplay for a second. You're gonna see some fake walls. Alright, so anything, okay, there's one. So you're gonna say anything that at this point in the game, what wall speed 100? Anything that looks relatively easy, assume it's a fake wall. It's not always a fake wall, but like 90% of the time it is. Same thing for mid-game. For example, we're playing Hole Punched right now. Now, there's some walls that might not exactly fit in, and they're kind of just, they're like remnants of classic walls and stuff like that. There's 3 different mod packs. Hole Punched, Snaky, and Classic. Now, Classic's what you've probably always seen in MCC, and they mix it up a little bit with these, with Hole Punched. The one we were just playing, where basically there's just a bunch of holes in them. And pro tip, if you get stuck in a wall that has a bunch of holes at the bottom, if you spam space enough, you might be able to use those holes to be able to jump off out of the wall, just depending on the speed. It's kind of funny. It doesn't always happen, it's more of an RNG-based thing. But we're getting to the point here. If you see, say, something that you have to, like, mostly crouch underneath or whatever, this is a solid bar at, like, say, wall speed 70%. It's likely a fake wall. I mean, there's no way to put some easy wallets in there, right, that you can spot immediately, right, and not be a fake wall. Well, sometimes it is the case, but I promise you, out of the, like, probably over 1,000 games that I've played at this point, 90% of the time, it's a fake wall. Same goes for the opposite. Now, if you see some, like, I don't know, if you see a fence gate jump, where your options are fence gate jump and 1-block jump with a head hitter, and you see that at, say, wall speed 40%, that's a fake wall. That's a fake wall. There's no way. There's almost no way. Unless you're late 40% in the game, that is 100% a fake wall. And that might help you a lot with your spotting. You get good at this, and like I said, it's not always 100% accurate or perfect. They do love to change it up a little bit. But at certain periods of the games, you can almost always spot a fake wall. And that is something I wanted to go over. This video is almost 10 minutes long, so I'm going to get to the next point. Time your events. Oh, big one, big one. So, hole in the wall may be easy if you're good at parkour, right? You know, should be standard. Wrong. This has a lot of events. A lot of random events, which I was mostly excited for when I did see some gameplay. And also a little bit terrified of, because there's no other parkour-based game in here, and as a parkour-based nerd, as you could say, I absolutely love to sweat games like this. Like I said, it's just a personal preference. A lot of people prefer they get good at Sky Battle or PvP-based games. This is definitely my #1 game mode for right now. I'm decent at bridging, but that's another story. So, things like this, right? So you can see on the side here, it says trap frequency 20%. I'll tell you now, that's about 2 walls. That's literally about 2 walls. So that one's gonna go, right? And then right about where this wall is, the next wall is right there. That trap should probably spring. Well, wall speed 40%. So this might be about 50. See, look at that, right there. Leg day. So if you time your events, it'll be pretty good. I personally like to stay back here when any wall comes. I want to be at the back, because I'd like to see events. But not too far back, so you can't immediately panic jump. So you can't immediately panic jump over a wall at certain points, and things like hoglins or slimes will spawn. Because you don't want to mess with those often. Okay. That's an L. That's an L. I'm a bozo for that one. I'm not really paying attention. Anyways, we go again. That's important. Timing your jumps, very, very important. Now, I'm gonna get through these a little faster at this point, unless they need necessary explanation beyond the casual title I have here. So we got #8 is time everything. At this point, it's pretty standard. If you're playing this game and you want to get past like 70% walls, you got to be able to time these things, man. You gotta be able to time these things. That includes events, that includes wall speed, knowing when to jump, when exactly to land, when to jump off of walls. I personally would love to, normally if I was focused up more, I would jump on the wall at all times, almost all times. Jump on the wall because jumping on the wall gives you a second action and more time in the air to pivot around as you need. So if I wanted to jump, say, the void here on a fast wall, 70% wall, I would land on the wall and then turn off to the side because there's not much room there. And it is perfect for that because oftentimes you'll have a jump that's right over the edge and you'll be way too discouraged to make it and you'll panic and then you'll fall. But if you're good at that, you know, like passable at that and you're warming up, you know, it's still just a fun game mode. You should do just fine in the future. You'll be great. Look at this wall surf, baby. Oh, no, I slipped up. I'm a genius. Totally a genius, guys. Hop around, but do it in the middle. So you may have noticed I do this all the time. Like, all the time. In videos. Just, well, here. Videos. Literally just videos. Oh, no, please. I've never died to this. I don't want to die to this, ever. Please don't do it live. Please don't do it live. Jeez. We're gonna ignore. No. Oh my god, that was a close one. Anyways, I was saying jump around in the middle. The reason I say this is because when you need to stop at certain points, like I said, you're timing your events now, right? For example, arrow rain or eggs time. Eggs is not that much of a hindrance. Arrow rain can be jerk sometimes. Oh no, oh god. I died to hot potato. For the literal first time ever. RIP the streak, and I'd just like to not thank the Academy because the Academy is the ones who handed me the potato. Anyways, you jump around in the middle because well, I mean, you want to be able to stop in the middle, right? You want to be able to pivot in the middle. Being in the middle is a good law of anything. Just be in the middle of it, and you'll have enough time to react and enough time to back off if you need to. So, say a wall's right on you, and you're like, oh no, it's 40%, but if I just back up a little bit, I can jump it. Stay in the middle for that. And, for example, if, say, like, zombies spawn, you're not going to get immediately knocked off if they're somehow auto-aggroed to you and hitting you. Let's be honest, slimes are the ones that are going to do that. You get into a game, you see slimes pop up, pray to RNGesus. We're skipping a couple on this list. I literally put in joke quotes, pray to RNGesus because slimes hate you. Just automatically assume they hate you. They're a little OP, they're a little kind of broken. I may have raged once or twice or 50 or 100 times in the past just because I placed super high only to get ruined by slimes and not have any reaction time to do anything with it. We've got number 10, time events. Prep for sticky webs. Alright, so here's where the middle rule will be broken a little bit. See when that pops up? You jump off to the side just temporarily. If you are in mid-jump and you get sticky webbed, it's over for you. It's almost over for you all the time. So that is a game changer in how you play it, but it's not that really big. You see an event pop up, just jump to the side. I'll do it next time. See, just jump to the side. Don't want to deal with it. Almost dead. I'm dead. Lit. I should not have practiced that right when a wall went on my face. But whatever. Flick jump practice. Flick jump. Pretty standard. You're gonna see an emotion here. God, I have to cough. I inhaled that the wrong way. I hope I don't have to cough. I'm not cutting this either. Cobwebs. See, watch. That's a future one. We're gonna get this one out of the way. Cobwebs now. Just don't place them. Don't place them. Focus on what other people are placing them. Focus on what's safe to jump, and focus on what's a safe space in general. It's not worth the hassle trying to web somebody else because they're just gonna web you back, and then you're both gonna go down. That's pretty much how it always goes. And if you're not paying too much attention, you may potentially, I've done it literally once, walk off the edge. As embarrassing that is, just walk off the edge and throw the entire game. Or someone else is gonna come up behind you and web you when you're too busy thinking about webbing someone else. So just leave it alone. If you're a great web placer in PvP, give it a shot, you know. But for the average person, we ain't here for that. You're here because you went to HoleInTheWall after not wanting to deal with Sky Battle, let's be honest. Especially not Battle Box. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, this gives me time to go through the video a lot faster. We're going to skip through this real fast. Flick jump practice. As you may have seen, I didn't exactly attempt to do that. I was being very lazy. I wasn't really thinking, to be honest. That's obviously why I died. You've got to think in this game a hell of a lot more than you immediately assume. Flick jump practice. I'll showcase it in this. I mean, I think I've been showcasing it pretty much the entire time, but I'll lean heavy onto it in this game. Know your mobs, hit respectively. Okay. So, see, for example, you've seen a couple times where hoglins spawn in, right? Hoglins are slow and they have to turn around and hit you at a certain point. So, what I'd immediately suggest if you see hoglins spawn in on the text is just move around, pivot yourself to where they are not, get primed for the next wall, jump over it, and then, like, do one of these elbows-o as they get thrown off behind you. Because it's honestly, oh my god, that brother gone. But yeah, no, it'd be a little foolish to go punching hoglins unless they auto aggro to you. Even then, I just wouldn't waste time on it. At that point, you're being flung around the map. We're gonna say the same. Well, the spiders don't really matter too much. If you're decent at hitting, you'll be able to knock them into the hole like that. See, they don't matter too much. But that's another bomb. We got zombies and husk. They do spawn immediately aggro to you sometimes, but most times you have enough reaction time to run away from them. This is literally, oh no, please, thank god they spawn on the other side. And slimes, as I was just about to point out, are just hell. You can go over pillagers, but honestly, what you want to do with them is just punch them off anyway. They take so long to load the crossbow, knock them off. You're probably going to get shot anyway, so you might as well eliminate the threats from the field. Unless, of course, they're after, like, the other two people. They'll ask you a lot. So let's do so. This is a little couple flick jumps, shall we? I'm probably gonna die to this. So like, heat, stuff like that. Like that was completely unnecessary, but I was literally just showcasing. Heat. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I don't know. See, and this is another tip. We're gonna go over this one. I don't know what number it is anymore. Always stay to the most. Oh my god. My A key stuck, not my D key, my A key. This is such a bad laptop. This kind of just happens all the time. I have to accept the L sometimes. It's. I wish I had a better setup, but I also wish I had a better room to do this in. Anyways, a man can dream. We've got Cobwebs. don't play something. We went over that one actually. Put RNGesus. Always jump in the middle of a block when jumping over a double high wall. So, what I mean by this is, for example, say this is a double high block, and you gotta jump it. You wanna land right, oh my god, I didn't hit this caps lock. You wanna land right here. See that? Right there, and I was able to jump off again. So, for example, if the void is right here, and you're waiting, and a wall's at like say 40%, you know you can definitely prime yourself, and you're good at timing this enough already. Then you're gonna go like this, and then off to the side, and that'll save you from having to jump into the void or make an embarrassing slip or whatever most times. It's a little harder on 70% and above, but trust me, you'll get used to it. It just takes a little bit of practice and warm up. So we're gonna go into the next last ones. We don't have many left. Optional, learn to wall surf. You see me do it a couple times in this video. Well, actually, you see me do a stupidly advanced version for like literally no reason, where I just wall surf over the void backwards in 180 degrees. I have to entertain myself somehow. I'm going for all hole-in-the-wall achievements in the closed beta. And I don't know how possible it is. I'm honestly thinking it's not really possible, but I'm doing it anyway, so I have to entertain myself somehow when I play these games. Alright, more luck-based. When caught in a web, pray the wall has a block gap off the floor. Now, what I mean by this is the infamous swimming animation, and I think it's 1.14 and higher? Either way, it doesn't matter, because it applies to this game right now. So when you're caught in a web, for example, you made the brutal mistake of jumping around, and then as soon as you saw a sticky web, you couldn't do anything about it because you were in midair and you didn't pivot in time. You didn't have the reaction time for it. Now, if there's a wall, say exactly like this, where there's a 1 block gap, and you were caught in it, and it is coming directly towards you, if you just spam the shift key, and like, hold the shift key down, and like try to maneuver your mouse like this, back and forth, you may be able to enter the swimming animation in the webs, considering the wall pushes you, but the web keeps you in place. And I want to say like 60% of the time, can just slide right out with ease. It's honestly pretty cool. But, and like I said, it kind of applies to the same techniques as, well, anything with these hole punch walls. Like, if you were to shift out of that. Oh, God, okay. Turning skills are not on point, but also on point at the same time. 1 punch. Oh, God. You should just punch me off, dude. Well, the last 3 aren't exactly needed. The last 3 aren't exactly needed. But, they are... Get some good company. Get some good friends to go through this. It's going to be annoying as hell practicing this. I love parkour so much that it doesn't affect me. Hey, zombie. Elbows. Hey, zombie. Oh my god. Okay, hey, zombie. See, that's that reaction speed coming clutch. See, I'm always aiming for these walls so you can see snowball fight. Oh god. Last one's get some good old music, get some good old friends, sit in a call, be bad together, and practice and have a bunch of fun. Now, I don't care, like I was saying. Oh god, I couldn't see that. That was unfortunate. Always, you know, that's another tip. If you can't see anything in your face, but you can see there's a gap on the top, just jump. Just jump for the double at that point, because you can't see things like that. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did try to jump, but it was too late. Reaction speed, again, not being on point for this. But that is totally okay. That's the last one here. Ideally, oh, no, this is one I definitely can't do. This is why I marked it an asterisk. It's one I definitely can't do. Ideally, keep that posture in check. You come first, and it's important that you balance yourself a lot higher than the game. You're not balancing it. You just prioritize yourself a lot more over this game. If you have a place to comfortably sit, which is a lot more than I have, honestly, at most times. If you have a place to comfortably sit, chillax, relax, max and all cool, you know, the cash. Definitely take advantage of it. Set up somewhat straight, and just prime yourself to where you're kind of like overarching the keys on your fingers here, and just tapping away, because honestly, it is so much better than what I do. I have to lean full force with this thing. It also actually includes key tapping and reaction speed. Includes, I mean improves. But it improves those, because the time I have to spend bearing down on the keys just to do it is minimal, and well, definitely not worth it because it hurts my back, but after a long time. It's minimal, but it's definitely avoidable, so anything you want to do, avoid it. This tips and tricks video has gone on way too long, so I'm definitely going to stop it here. I'm going to put timestamps in the comment, and I'll make sure comments below. And I'll probably put something in the video text. I don't have Filmora editing software anymore, as you might have heard with my other video where I kind of just give a channel update. But long story short, I'll be doing more of this, and I'll still be doing my covers, and I want to get to streaming soon. That's basically just about it. But it's definitely worth It's definitely worth looking at the timestamps. At this point, you would have already gotten to the end of the video, so I guess I'm not saving you, am I? But I'll probably try and put something in the text, some form of text in the beginning. I'll find a video editing software to do it. I'm queued into another game. I didn't exactly mean to do that. I forgot auto EQ was on. I wasn't paying much attention. But I am definitely going to stop the video here. I don't need to play another hole-in-the-wall game and record things. I've taken up enough of your time as is, especially on just a little mini game when we're all just trying to have fun on the MCC closed beta. Honestly, this has been an amazing server. It's definitely like, even if I couldn't capitalize on it because I have horrible equipment for streaming, aka just my, oh god, aka just my laptop. That's my cue to end this stupid video and actually focus on the game for once. It's been awesome. Meeting people has been awesome. There's a Reddit already up where you can join things and ask a bunch of questions. It's honestly great. I was just trying to get challenge ideas for a future video. I want to tackle hole-in-the-wall's hardest challenges according to some people. I want to give them a shot, and I'll actually be somewhat focused in that video, unlike this one, so you can expect a lot better gameplay. Although I guess you probably can't, because I'm probably going to be doing these things for the first time. Anyways, regardless, there's a Reddit, there's a bunch of cool streamers. Honestly, it's just such a blast in this community. I haven't felt like this since, like, I don't know, like 2013, man. We're playing like some OG MMOs and stuff like that. Come on, man. This is such a good era, and I can't stress this enough. If you have the money to buy it and you want to check it out, and you just like, you don't even have to be super experienced. You got a couple friends that sit on Cobwebs, bro. Definitely get this. Honestly, definitely get this while you can. Learn all the strats. Get involved with some people. At least just talk on the Reddit. It's great, honestly. That's gonna be all from me, as the video's goddamn approaching 27 minutes. We're just gonna end it now. I'm gonna stop talking. Thank you, and see you all the next time.